Hey everybody, David here. This is just a quick, recap on my last video. There's a few things I left out of it that I should mention. I'm just sitting here on first break at work right now, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, the bees should be arriving the 28th or the 29th. Their ship date's the 28th, so I'm assuming they'll be here on the 29th. But then again, that might be when I'm expected to get them, so I'm not sure on that yet, but that'll be this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. Let's see here, I got my cheat sheet out. Let's go ahead and cover why I'm becoming a beekeeper. And aside from the fact I think it'll be a hobby I can get into that I'll really enjoy, I am in part doing it for a little more money. Eventually I do plan on going commercial with it. Don't know exactly when that'll be. Also though, I'm doing it to try to help boost the bee population, because it is a declining population, although with all the people that honeybee keeping has started to become a really big hobby for a lot of people, so that is helping bring their numbers back up, and I'd like to be a part of that. So let's see, what else do we have here? Location and why I'm using that location. Okay, so the location will be out at my sister's house, and the reason I'm using that is there's a lot of farmland. They don't see a lot of bees, so hopefully they won't have a whole lot of competition. I'll be putting both hives out there. I was going to put one out at my aunt's house, but there's a lot of competition in that area. I'm afraid they'll get robbed out, so that's out of the question. I'm just going to put them both out at my sister's house. Oh yeah, the frames in the most previous video. I was showing how some of them have foundation and some of them don't. All the ones with foundation are on one side, all of them that don't on the other. Those are actually going to be staggered when I hive the bees. So starting from the feeder frame on over, it'll be the feeder frame, a foundation frame, no foundation, foundation, no foundation, and it'll go on over until I can't stagger it like that anymore. There's a few reasons I'm doing that. One of them is I've watched a few videos that talk about how they keep it a lot straighter if they have guides to go with like that, as opposed to how they would normally build it, which would be kind of wavy a little bit, which honestly I wouldn't care. It's the brood box. It's not like I'm going to be harvesting honey out of it. But those will be staggered. Hopefully they'll be able to get them a little straighter. Although I am kind of curious just to see how they do on their own, without having any foundation in it. But I'll get to that later on, maybe in a couple years when I have more hives, stronger hives, and things like that. So moving on now, I'm going to keep a notebook with me every time I go to visit the bees, so I can keep record of how they're doing, as far as how strong the hive is, what kind of activities going on, their productivity, pollen coming in and out or pollen coming in, how well they've grown. I think I've already covered that, but just to watch the hive entrance activity, see if there's any robbing going on or not. That should be pretty easy to tell. If you've got bees fighting outside the box, then more than likely you've got some robbing going on. Also, if they're trying to get into places that isn't an entrance, the bees from that hive know where the entrance is. They're not going to be trying to get in from the top of the lid or anything like that. They're going to keep going to the same entrance. They know where it's at. But a robber bee, even though it could be the exact same setup, he doesn't know that hive, so he doesn't know that that entrance is going to be right there. He might try to get in, or she will probably try to get in from a different area. And if not, then the guard bees will get into a little bit of a fight with them. That's pretty much all I have on this video. Before it gets too long, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I will come out with probably another video or two this week until I get my bees. And y'all, I'm getting really excited about this. So hopefully this is definitely something that'll happen. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. Hope everybody has a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video.